Guys, this is so exciting. As you may know, I just unboxed the Anker Nano, right? I just unboxed it. And I told you guys, this thing, I got one of these, and then the cable was broke. So I emailed Anker, and they literally freaking said, can I have the serial number, the order number, and what else? Whatever. Okay, a picture of the device, right? They freaking said it was covered in warranty. They had me send the other battery bank back because they want to know what's wrong with the battery bank, which is amazing. And they sent over a new freaking battery bank. Same one. So as you can see, the Anker Power Bank Fusion, this only took 2 days to ship. So they are freaking on the ball with this stuff. They are super freaking fast. So let's go ahead and cut open to this. I'm so freaking excited. So as you can see, this might be right alongside my Nano, because I love my Nano, but this thing's awesome. Oh, let's go. So let's see if the cord works on this one. So here's the power bank, and that's it. It's definitely a lot heavier than the Nano. And this is brand new. The seal is still on it. Freaking amazing, guys. Wow. It's brand spanking new. As you can see, it's on 8% here. You get the fold-out prongs. You get that built-in Type-C cable, which is way longer than my Nano's Type-C cable. You can see here the difference. It's just way longer. But one downside about this, the screen doesn't show the time remaining. Like if I connect this to something, it shows the time remaining. This one doesn't, and it doesn't have a USB-A port, which I dislike. But it's still very freaking cool because you could fold out these prongs and it charges at freaking 30 watts. So let's peel that, brand spanking new. To make sure the USB cable works, let's try it on this laptop here. And I'm going to connect my little adapter here that shows the wattage. I'm so freaking excited. And let's see if this freaking works. So as you can see, it's already on here. 30 freaking watts. Holy crap. So I'm going to charge this up. Wow, I'm so excited. Guys, so we are back here. Unfortunately, I didn't time it because I had to go to the Wally World. But as you can see, it is on 100% and it was very quick charging. So now I'm just going to take a watt meter and test. My switch here is at 14%. Let's see what this 100% can do to my switch real quick. Let's just see how fast it charges it. So, plugging in there, built-in cable there, and let's see here. So, switch doesn't charge that fast, unfortunately, but as you can see, charging, and it's actually charging at a pretty constant 15-ish watts. So, about 15, 16 watts going to the switch. Now my phone is just about charged here. I have an 80% limit on it, but let's see if it does Samsung PPS super fast charging. And yeah, so you can see those two little icons indicating super fast charging there. So as you can see, we're going at about 17 watts here, super fast charging. So that is amazing that it does support PPS. And let's plug in this Chromebook and see what it can do to the Chromebook. Let's see if it can charge this at the full 30 watts. Now this is amazing that this cord actually works, unlike my other one. So let's see here and look at that. Just about 30 freaking watts. That is unbelievable coming from this little guy. Now I want to see what will happen. So we have the computer here charging at, I'm not sure why it went down. Oh, everything's falling. I hate when everything falls. But if we open it up here, you can see that number kind of climb. This Chromebook, it doesn't like taking in 30 watts for some reason. But is that why? Oh, it's because we're on 85%, so we're towards that high point. So that's fine. It'll charge at about 15 watts, and then let's connect up a Galaxy, and let's see how much it throttles down to. Let's connect. Not sure which devices are dead or not. 86. I'm gonna go grab a phone. Okay, now this is perfect. I have a phone on 3% here. And I also want to switch. Okay, I switched to recording on my iPhone 11. So we could do some further testing with my iPhone 15. And we could see how that USB-C port works with that. But for now here, it's starting at 16, 17 watts. Let's try to connect this up, see what happens. So let's see here. There's wattage going into it. It's just not reading it up on the phone for some reason. Okay, so it's just being slow. And is this a fast charge? What is this? Charging. So this is just run-of-the-mill charging. So, oh wow, so that throttled down a lot. So we have 7 watts going into the computer and 7 watts going into the phone. So 7 plus 7 is 14. So that's what it would be. And I grabbed the USB-A cable because I keep thinking it supports USB-A, but it doesn't. So it only does 14 watts with 2 devices, unfortunately, that's a real bummer. All right, now I want to see, I'm just going to plug in my light again. I'm going to unplug this so we have no power going into the battery bank here. And I just want to see what it'll do to the iPhone here. Now that it's at 59%, 51%. Let's see here how many watts will go into it. Now, iPhones tend to charge pretty slowly. So yeah, we're only getting like 15 watts into it, unfortunately. As you start pushing it, like scrolling around, going on the camera, that pushes a lot. See, as you can see, it hit 25 there. And then let's plug in the Samsung, and we can see what we got there. So I'm actually going to switch this around here so we get that, so we can actually see. So as you can see here, it's the same story. So 7 watts each. So either way, it's going to be just 7 watts each, which is unfortunate. Okay, now I'm going to do an ultimate test here. I'm going to charge this thing up to 100%. Just show you how easy this is. So you're just going to fold out these prongs here, and then just simply plug it into whatever you have, your power strip or whatever, and it's going to send power to it here. So if we look, you can see the green light is on there, and that indicates charging. Alright guys, so this phone is completely dead. This battery's at 100%. This phone is a stopwatch here. I'm going to be moving this stuff because, yeah. And we're going to see what this 100% does to this phone. So I just got to grab a watt meter. You can see right here. And we're just going to use this built-in cable. And let's see how long this takes. So let me just go ahead and put this away. Alright guys, let's go ahead and do this. So get the timer ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's start, and let's make sure we get PPS super fast charging here. Come on. Yep. So let's see how long it takes. And I did just forget there is a limiter on this phone that limits to 80%. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off real quick. Just to show you it's completely dead here. It just went from 0 to 2%. Goes to show that this thing's slow. Well, yeah, I just booted up, but alright. Just to show you we're taking the protection off. Bam. So let's go ahead and turn it off and start the time lapse. Alright guys, so it took about an hour and a half to get this thing from 0 to full, as you can see. And we actually still have 26% on the battery bank. I want to see what this 26% can do to my iPhone. This is just an SE here. As you can see, 31% when we start. Let's see what this 26% can do. And how long it takes to charge until it's dead. So I'm just going to reset the timer. 3, 2, 1. And then I do want to unplug it really quickly. Do this. And now plug it in. So we can actually see the wattage. Wipe down this screen here. This is going to get scratched so easy. And as you can see here, starting at 12 watts. Let's see how long that lasts. Alright, so this thing's at 16% still. It's only charging at 4 watts. So what I'm going to do is plug that computer in. And we'll just finish it off with that. Which, this is amazing. So it lasted 2 hours so far. This is a very long lasting power bank. 10,000 milliamp hours to me, just the sweet spot, honestly. So I'm just going to plug this in. Let's reset the timer here. See how long this damn thing lasts. So let's just make sure it charges at a good speed here. So about 30 watts. That'll tone down eventually. As you can see here, 30 minutes later, we are at 0. Now let's see how long it takes to charge up. Through the wall outlet. So this is going to be the best thing, but I'm plugging it right here. Let's fold out the prongs. And as you can see here, it's charging at 0%. We are going to start the timer. So as you can see, the timer's going on. And time lapse. Alright guys, so as you can see here, we are at 100%. And I'm just going to call this at 150, I'll just call this at 145 because I was a little late. But 1 hour, 45 minutes to charge this thing from 0 to 100, that's really good. Definitely recommend this power bank. I don't know if I would recommend it over the Anker Nano, but it's definitely a good one. I wouldn't recommend it over the Anker Nano just because no time remaining, and there's also no trickle charge and no USB-A. And yeah, but it does have this, which is really cool. Next video coming out soon. There's your hint.